This is TWiT.
Hey, Jeff had a great interview, by the way, with the Unabomber, Nathan Alabak, who is also, as it turns out, little known, the voice of Steak-Umms. No, he just has a very aggressive beard.
He's a wonderful guy. He's a nerd.
He was hired as their
he was
guy.
Is that really a beard? It's a marketing company. It's a
It doesn't. Okay. Doesn't it look a little fake?
The beard? Oh no, he was pulling on it.
Okay. So he
calls himself a nerd. He's a nerd.
Yeah. No,
and he's good. The company Alabak had been doing food marketing stuff, and like 3 years ago, Steak-Umms came and said, we're for old people like Jarvis. It's been around since the 70s when people like that ate cheesesteaks at home, and so he said, let me take over the Twitter account and give it a kind of a voice that says, well, gee, even Steak-Umms says that. And a voice of sanity.
This is
pre-COVID. This is 3 years ago. This is 3 years.
Yeah.
So along comes COVID while every other advertiser is running away.
Right.
And to hell with them putting no COVID content on their forbidden list. They ran toward it. And he, has this voice of sanity and reason and science from a frozen meat product. He's also extremely honest in this, saying, hey, folks, don't forget, I'm a marketer trying to sell you frozen meat product. It's funny. It's ironic.
It's great. We've talked about it before. It's really one of the best brands in the face of COVID of anybody. Nothing.
So I talked to him about a bunch of stuff, but what I found fascinating, which you guys will like, is that he really understands social community. He goes in and he figures out, he looks at librarian Twitter and media Twitter and weird Twitter and stan Twitters of K-pop, and he listens to them and he reads them and he sees what's missing and he knows how to enter in. He knows how to have a conversation. He listens first. The reason I talked to him is because it struck me as instructional for my journalism students in social journalism.
Yeah, and
he really kind of gets that gospel of listening to people, understanding with them, empathizing with them. One of the interesting things about him is that his name is out there. He's Nathan Alabak, and his Twitter account is out there. So he can't really be himself because people are going to say, "Oh, that's the Steak-Umms guy."
Steak-Umms. It's just like the Comcast guy, Comcast Frank.
Frank.
Yeah. He kind of made it hard for him. But I got a question. So in the days of Comcast Frank really did very well for Comcast by making them appear to be responsive to customer issues and complaints, something they've since given up. But it was a moment in time when it really worked well.
He was brilliant at it.
Fast forward, though, does it matter if a brand is on Twitter these days? There's some ancillary coverage you get, but most people, normal people, aren't on Twitter. And even if you are on Twitter, no matter what tweet, it goes by, right? It's not. You have to be there at the time.
I'm going to disagree. Look at another brand. Look at what Taco Bell, my favorite.
Yeah, but I'm on Twitter and I don't see Taco Bell because I don't.
But it doesn't matter because your friends will talk about it, or you're not the cool kids, but the cool kids will talk about it. There's now a Taco Bell literary magazine. Did we tell you about that?
I think it's irrelevant.
No.
I think
Taco Bell. Taco Bell Quarterly. Wait a second.
I think you're interested because you're interested in Taco Bell.
They
but I don't think it wins new customers.
Taco Bell Quarterly. Go there's. Did we read this last week?
No.
Did we do this?
No.
Oh, go there. TacoBellQuarterly.org. It has nothing to do with Taco Bell. This is fan fiction, right? This is people who came up. So Volume 2 has Taco Bell poetry and fiction.
God. It's so disgusting.
Oh my God, Jeff, this is where we could write our queso fanfic.
Exactly. The Quesarita Requiem. Eating you, your voice rings my heart, a language turned into light waves traveling at a pace to crack one's soul. It is pretty crappy. And spitting at times and swallowing and brushing my bristled chin, the light now flamencos mirror to mirror until it becomes noise again, bending and loud and rhythmless. Okay, well, never mind.
So all of this notwithstanding, does it sell more tacos?
Yeah.
It engages the people who like you. I mean, brands love this stuff.
That's pretty obvious. Because
and new people discover
if you're already a fan, then you're following Taco Bell or Steak-Umms or whatever, and so you can talk about this and blah blah blah. I just don't think it's.
But when I come along out of nowhere and I retweet Steak-Umms and somebody says, "What the H? I've never. What's going on?" They discover Steak-Umms too.
They don't go to the store and buy Steak-Umms.
Yes, I have tons of friends because they want to reward it because it's so good who are buying. Now the problem here is that I would kill for it. My wife. Like your wife doesn't let you go to the store, and she doesn't want me to have Steak-Umms, so I can't get these Steak-Umms.
There's better meat. If you're gonna get,
I want it.
If you want a Philly cheesesteak,
little provolone and grilled onions on a roll. That and Taco Bell are the two things I miss.
Okay.
Badly.
All right. I will accept
provolone?
Yes.
We are having meatball paninis tonight, and they're going to be delicious.
Are you homemade, or are you going to get them out from the?
No. I homemade meatballs.
The local Bainbridge meatball vendor.
Oh, that would be nice. No, I always keep meatballs in the freezer.
Our son, for unaccountably, has suddenly got a Jones for meatloaf. I don't know.
Hey, that's great. Meatloaf is the easiest thing in the world. You're like, okay.
Yeah, comfort food. Do you put ketchup on top?
Oh, yeah, you got to, right?
I put A1 steak sauce on mine. It's delicious.
Oh, you fancy meatloaf.
Oh, that's fancy.
You're gourmet meatloaf.
That's French meatloaf.
So, okay. Okay, I just was curious because it's actually an internal conversation we have. We have a very good, very active social media presence on Twitter. We have Jerry Masako, and they do a great job. But I feel like that's nice, and I guess
but there's a difference, Leo. What your social media presence does is promote what you already have.
Right.
What Steak-Umms does is create a persona and a voice, and an empathy with people, and irony and humor and intelligence, right? And Taco Bell is different, but it's very similar. It created something. Taco Bell was not cool. It was ridiculed. Now Taco Bell is cool.
I'm sorry,
Taco Bell was always cool. Taco Bell is always part of your drunk eating.
I got ridiculed.
Drunk eating cool. That is.
Yeah, maybe in Texas, but I got ridiculed forever.
Oh, that's because you're a grown man.
That's because you're a grown man.
I'm sorry, Jeff. It's true.
No, if you were 8 years old, it's understandable.
No, but like it's for drunk college kids and high school kids. That's what Taco Bell's for.
I want to be young again.
You want,
but that's also what makes it cool.
Stacey won't let me.
I mean, you could be young, Jeff, if you want to turn back time.
I mean, admittedly, the cost of one Allenback, tweeting is less than one ad on a network television
that was the other
show.
One story I read said they basically gone through their budget, and they said, what are we going to do? And Allenbach said, hey, why don't I try this?
Yeah.
And they didn't expect. I mean, they didn't go into this thinking this is going to turn viral. But boom, one day, and it did.
Yeah.
And Steak-Umms is happy. Oh, but I asked him too about the relationship with the brand because I said, what they got to be nervous sometimes. And he said, yeah, there are things that go on the maybe you don't want to do that again list. But generally, he spent 3 years developing trust with the brand, with his client, and also developing trust between the brand and the public. And so it's kind of brilliant. He's just a nice guy. He's a musician, songwriter who decided when he got married, he said, I got to have a job.
Good for him.
So,
and he has done the thing that you really want to do, which is he's created a voice.
He really has. He's also on Twitch, by the way. He's a gamer.
What does he stream?
I don't know. Can you look him up? No, he does not stream eating. No, he games. Well, I guess maybe. If you go to Nathan Allenbach's Twitter account, you'll see his. So it's Twitter / Nathan Allenbach.
He was last live 16 hours ago.
Right.
And what does he do? The history of media polarization and prominent political identities. So I guess he just comes on and talks.
Yeah, he's a bit of a Autodidact, he called himself. Yeah, he called himself a nerd.
So just
Craig
chats.
He has a great dog.
He has a great dog.
He does.
No, that's not a great
fostering.
dog. That's somebody else. That's another person.
No, there's a dog. Do you not see the dog?
Oh, yeah, there's the dog. Yeah. I thought that was an elbow.
He fosters dogs. He's a good guy.
So let's say, no, I'm not knocking him. No,
no, you're not. I know
God
you're not.
bless him.
I just like the guy a lot.
Here's
He was really nice.
your dog moment for you, Stacey.
Wow.
Puppies.
Okay, that's a guy to love. Yes. Puppies.
Oh, more puppies.
Puppy content's always good on Twitch.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
Look at that. Love it.
Happy dogs. Look at that tail.